Hello again. You will find few people in this country who do not agree that Britain is in a pretty dreadful condition, which is deteriorating week by week and in month by month. The streets are increasingly lawless, and the police do not seem to be able to protect people or respond to the sort of crimes which really matter to the average person. By this, I do not mean so-called hate crimes. One never hears anybody say, "Oh, if only the police were tougher on those who say inappropriate or offensive things on Facebook." For the ordinary citizen, having their home broken into or their car stolen or a family member assaulted, these are the kind of thing which they wish the police to tackle more robustly. However, many people only report such crimes to the police in order to get a crime number so that they can make a claim on their insurance. They know that the police are not actually going to do anything about burglaries. Most of the time, they won't even send an officer round. They are too busy dealing with political matters, such as people being rude on social media. This is a very bad state of affairs because it can lead to violence and even eventually the breakdown of civil order. If people feel that the police will not maintain order or deter criminals, then they are apt to take the law into their own hands, which is a dreadful thing to happen. I've been thinking recently about the definition of what constitutes a failed state and have been alarmed to realise that the two most significant features of this condition are already well established in this country. In addition to not being able to maintain law and order, the other real sign of a failed state is an inability to maintain its territorial integrity. That is to say, controlling who enters and leaves the country. A country which cannot undertake these functions is one which cannot guarantee the security of its citizens. It is widely accepted that Britain falls into this category. You'll sometimes hear it said that our borders are porous. This is just a fancy and roundabout way of saying that people come and go as they please across our borders and that we are unable to control them. On Thursday, 398 people crossed the border into this country without ticket, passports, or customs checks. The following day, Friday, another 419 did so. In the space of just 48 hours, over 800 people entered our country without permission, and we are powerless to control the border. Britain cannot guarantee to maintain the integrity of its borders, and nor is it able to prevent much crime or to detect the perpetrators of crimes. Most of those who crossed our border illegally in the last few days came from failed states in Africa or the Middle East, which means that they are used to chaos and disorder. They know what it's like to live in a failed state and feel at home in one. There were scenes of almost open warfare on the days that those 800 men entered our country illegally and uninvited, with pitched battles being fought with French riot police. These people will bring with them to this country a tradition of lawlessness and a tendency to use violence to solve problems. This is, of course, why the people in the Essex town of Epping have been protesting lately. The more of those types in an area, the more lawless it's likely to grow. If the police cannot maintain order, then the citizenry will do so. In another few years, if we carry on down this road, we shall indeed find ourselves living in a failed state, which is not at all a pleasant prospect. If we wish to avoid it, then we must in the first instance take control of our borders and then start ensuring that the laws in this country are enforced.